Think you remember the music stars from the 70s and 80s? We're going in reverse. You'll see how these music stars look today. Then guess who they are before we flash back to their 70s or 80s glory. Keep your score and let us know in the comments how many you got. Let's rewind. Her voice gave ABBA its magic. That's Agnetha Feltskog, who is now 75 in 2025. Their synth-heavy sound gave us Obsession. That's Dale Bozio from Missing Persons, now 70. She blended funk, rock, and soul with her band Rufus. That's Chaka Khan, now 72 and still touring. He gave us that unmistakable falsetto in Shining Star. That's Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind and Fire, now 74. She was disco royalty with More, More, More. That's Andrea True, who would have turned 82. He's the voice of the Spinners' I'll Be Around. That's Henry Fambro, now 87 and still singing occasionally. With an afro and a smile, she sang Free and Lovin' You. That's Denise Williams. Wait, already used. Nope. Minnie Riperton. She would have been 78 in 2025. He gave yacht rock a soul edge with What You Won't Do for Love. That's Bobby Caldwell, who would be 74. His booming voice defined disco's depth in You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. That's Leo Sayer, now 76. She sang backup for Bowie and fronted her own new wave classics like Lucky Number. That's Leni Lovitch, now 76. He made Dreamweaver a cosmic experience. That's Gary Wright, who would be 82. With slick dance moves and smooth vocals, he led the time. That's Morris Day, now 67 in 2025. The driving force behind Video Killed the Radio Star. That's Trevor Horn of the Buggles, now 76. She told us, Never Been to Me, and made it unforgettable. That's Charlene, now 74. With his sax and soft vocals, he was Mr. Baker Street. That's Jerry Rafferty, who would be 78. From driver's seat to FM radio legend. That's Paul Roberts of Sniffin' the Tears, now 74. With a headband and smooth vocals, he led Loverboy. That's Mike Reno, now 70. She was the heart of Young Hearts Run Free. That's Candy Staton, now 85. He gave us Into the Groove. before Madonna did. Just kidding. But this man gave us Rock On. Already used? Yep. This time, it's Billy Ocean. He's now 75. The lead voice of Sly and the Family Stone's later years. That's Rose Stone, now 79. His mellow voice gave Sailing its magic. That's Christopher Cross, now 74. Her voice soared in Don't Cry Out Loud. That's Melissa Manchester, now 74. The one-hit wonder who gave us Turning Japanese. That's David Fenton of the Vapors, now 67. He fronted Men at Work with Down Under. That's Colin Hay, now 71. She brought country flair to pop with Queen of Hearts. That's Juice Newton, now 73. He gave funk rock a new sound in She's Strange. That's Larry Blackman of Cameo, now 68. She was the voice of Love Come Down. That's Evelyn Champagne King. Wait, already used. This is Melba Moore, now 79. He turned heartbreak into art with Total Eclipse of the Heart. That's Jim Steinman, who would be 78. Their disco hit, Born to Be Alive, lit up floors. That's Patrick Hernandez, now 76. He crooned, Do You Think I'm Sexy? That's Rod Stewart, now 80 in 2025. She sang the Bond theme, For Your Eyes Only. That's Sheena Easton, already used. Let's go with Rita Coolidge instead, now 80. His smooth dance moves helped form Kool and the Gang. That's James J.T. Taylor, now 72. She turned heads with Self-Control. That's Laura Branigan, who would be 73. From I Got You to Sudden Stop, he was Australia's rock export. That's Jimmy Barnes, now 69. He blended rock and soul in Sarah Smile. That's Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates, now 78. She was big on the charts with Morning Train, Already Done. Instead, let's go Bonnie Tyler, of Total Eclipse of the Heart, now 74. He brought glam and rebellion in Bang a Gong. That's Mark Bolan, who would be 78. She was the soulful voice behind I'm Every Woman. That's Whitney Houston, who would have turned 62. He made keyboards cool in the Doors solo era. That's Ray Manzarek, who would have been 86. She kept new wave alive with Only the Lonely. That's Martha Davis of the Motels, now 75. He brought us Break My Stride. That's Matthew Wilder, now 72. He sang All Out of Love with dramatic flair. That's Russell Hitchcock of Air Supply, now 76. The soul behind When Will I See You Again? That's Sheila Ferguson of the 3 Degrees, now 77. From If You Leave Me Now to Countless Hits, that's Peter Cetera of Chicago, now 81. He set fire to funk with Give It To Me Baby. That's Rick James, who would be 77. She was the voice behind 99 Luftballons and German New Wave. That's Nena, now 65. He made Karma Chameleon a colorful hit. That's Boy George of Culture Club, now 64. She brought Mickey to cheerleader pop. That's Tony Basil, now 81. He gave us Come On Eileen and Celtic Energy. That's Kevin Rowland, Midnight Runners, now 71. She was the powerhouse behind I Think We're Alone Now. That's Tiffany, now 53. He made Melt With You a new wave classic. That's Robbie Gray of Modern English, now 69. She brought Venus to 80s pop charts. That's Bananarama, but specifically Siobhan Fahey, now 66. He gave us Tainted Love synth innovation. That's Mark Almond of Soft Cell, now 68. She was the voice behind Love Is a Battlefield. That's Pat Benatar, now 72. He made Blue Monday electronic history. That's Bernard Sumner of New Order, now 69. She brought Girls Just Wanna Have Fun to anthem status. That's Cyndi Lauper, now 72. He gave us Don't You Want Me and futuristic pop. That's Phil Oakey of the Human League, now 70. She was the powerhouse behind What's Up. That's Linda Perry of Four Non-Blondes, now 60. He made Take On Me, a-ha's signature hit. That's Morten Harket of a-ha, now 66. He gave us the Safety Dance and Quirky New Wave. That's Ivan Doroshuk of Men Without Hats, now 67. He made Whip It Devo's biggest hit. That's Mark Mothersbaugh of Devo, now 75. That's the end of our time warp, for now. How many music legends did you guess right? Drop your score in the comments, tell us who surprised you, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow for more retro challenges. We'll be back soon with another blast from the past.